Get your hand off my penis!
Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver, 74 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Back to throw here. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a KC 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll go on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Their big tight end from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have
are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a look But the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now, early in the first quarter, the connection is made in the middle of the field, and this play will go for 6. Packers is up now by 7. Chiefs have it at the 35. Catch is made after a quick pass, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. They would go on to kick a field goal and put 3 points on the board. Late in the first quarter, here the defense will come up with the pick. Chiefs will come away with the football. After the INT, offense comes out now. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and after the short pass, he'll score. They go ahead by a field goal. And with that, it's time to head back to field level as we're just 1 half away from deciding a Super Bowl champion.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. Give him 11 on the gain there. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
So that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want. Get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Packers defense here getting ready. They have to recover a little bit. Last time they couldn't stop the run. They really couldn't stop the pass either.
And it wasn't just physically. It's mentally, because the offense appears to be a step ahead of them. No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that balance attack last drive. Now this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
$12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Here we go. Leopard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And out come the Chiefs now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hey, you got three down. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wondered maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. A little under 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run him now out of the gun. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 15 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Green Bay first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Green Bay first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.